Tonight, everyone, I will be presenting on my teaching practice individual group. Now, my focus would have been on the types of houses, and I had four subtopics in which I had to focus on. Four topics, sorry, in which I had to focus on, which is maths, science, social studies, and HFLE. First, I did social studies, whereby the children, they had to observe the picture of the houses, and they had some activities in which they had to do. One of the activities was placing the matchsticks on the outline of the house, which came out very successful. The children really enjoyed this activity. The second activity in which they had to do is that they had to fix the puzzles, fix the pieces of the houses. It's a puzzle that they had to complete, and I must be honest, this was quite challenging, but with the help of myself, who was the teacher, this activity was carried out successfully. Thirdly, they had to model a house, which was also successful because the children, I would have observed that they enjoy manipulating with the Play-Dohs. Day 2, which was for science, we stretched on the topic what the house was really made of, which were concretes, bricks, and woods. And for those activities, I gave them a house in which they had to take the wooden pieces and put them into the collage of the house to make a wooden house, in which they enjoyed. The second activity for that day, for the table that didn't get the chance to place the matchsticks around the house, they would have given that opportunity, in which they enjoyed this. And do mind that this was a table that had issues fixing the puzzle, so I tried to stretch and give them another activity which they would enjoy and could grasp the concept more easier. And for the tables, so there was a big swap. For the table that did the matchstick, I swapped it today and gave them the puzzles that they were able to fix. Then the other table, what they would have done, they had to, this was a house that they had to actually put together. It was given into pieces, and they had to make back the pieces to make it a house like this. And for HFLE, the children had to, we were speaking about how we should care for our house, whereby there was a role play in which I myself and the children engaged in which the classroom was designed as a home, whereby they had to pick up the small bits of papers with the broom and throw them into the bin. They learned the importance of keeping the home clean, and so it led into our activities, whereby I had given them a broom where they had to place matchsticks around the broom, along with they had to fix the house, and they had to paint a house, and also they had to model a home. And last but not least, for math, we did types of shapes, whereby the children had to, this was a home for the large group, and it's a triangular shape, as you can see. I asked them the question to show me the triangle, and they had to differentiate within the square and the triangle which one goes to the correct places. So this was quite a success because they were able to put it into the correct places where it has to go. Then they had to color the shapes. These were some of their work, whereby they had to color the shapes neatly. Some of them had some trouble coloring and some were good. This person here had a little trouble, so teacher had to assist, but this child was able to color just the way I would have expected. And in addition to that, I gave them back the same shapes that they had to do from the last time, from the previous day. whereby they had to fix the given shapes that they would have learned and make it into a home. And yes, oh, and sorry, here it's the triangle, the circle, and the square. For this activity, how it is here, this is a circle, and the children had to identify the shapes that they have and put them on to their correct shape, in which they had fun in doing, and it was successful as well. And with all said and done, this would have brought me to the end of my presentation that I had to do for my individual study for TP, my study kit. Thank you.